Hi, you guys. How's everybody doing? I hope you had an amazing Christmas, you guys. I had a very peaceful, quiet, a great Christmas. I got some crystals. I got some dream catcher. I got some little crystals. I got some amethyst. Everything that I got a bunch of incense. I got some clothes, but I wasn't really so much interested in clothes and stuff like that. Okay, I was more or less interested in stuff that was going to cleanse my energy, which is the first time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now 12:34 in the afternoon. All right, so it took me a while to get this set up because I had some notes for you guys, and what I wanted to do is share some of these downloads that I got with you. It's like, I don't know if you can see all this, but this is why I wasn't on here, because I wanted to make sure, I want to be clear here. I'm not sure if I even want to get into tarot, or I just want to be somebody, because I realize now that I've had a gift of healing people just with my words and the way that I see my situation with humility. Thank you for the comment about the Heyoka being the sacred clown and healing with humor, because I realized, boom, that is my purpose. I have been healing people with humor my whole life. It just has gone unnoticed. And a lot of the times I was made to believe like I was codependent, or that I was needy, or I was a problem. And I was all the time sent to heal people. And this is why the universe will separate you. It's like, it's all coming back to me now. Not spell work, but it's coming back to me. If you know that you're Heyoka, you know that you've been through hell and back. Seems like literally over and over and over again, and yet you rise and you become a better version of yourself every time. And you have people shocked at the fact that they know they could never go through the shit that you go through and come out the way that you do. And you even have people who are jealous and envious of you because of it, because like I said, most people don't want to see somebody doing better than them, and they damn sure don't want to see somebody who was supposed to, like, in whose eyes though? Like, who are you to say whether someone is supposed to go down and not make it? That comes back up again, because that means that they would have to do that, because most of this world is competing with each other, and I just can't understand why. We're all here for a reason. We all signed up here for a certain purpose, okay? Some people's purpose was to wake up the Heyoka, period, all right? In situations, it went a little further than it had to go because they didn't remember what they signed up for, right? So you almost have to be understanding with this shit. If I'm all over the place, please, excuse me. It's just there's so much that I picked up on over the weekend, okay? You'll notice that when you're not in people's lives anymore, they don't have the kind of blessings that they did when you were in it, even though you were being finger pointed as a scapegoat a lot. Because the aha moment with that is the fact that you were actually the blessing in people's lives. But because as a Heyoka empath, the powers that be knew how powerful you were. They didn't want you healing. Why would the dark beings who are running this planet want you healing people? So that's why they send, like in Fallen, the movie Fallen, this predator type principality through people to you to keep you addicted, possibly in jail, making bad decisions, fighting with your family, fighting with your friends. This is why most of us Heyoka empaths are like, why have I always been good to people and loyal and happy? And people have been constantly betraying me, talking about me, and backstabbing me my whole life. This is why. Because your purpose and what you bring to the table, Heyoka, is something that nobody else on this planet can, okay? And until you know your worth like that, your situation won't change. Like I said, healing is the first thing before you can even start to give back to anybody. And I'm not knocking anybody on YouTube, but I'm noticing that I don't see a lot of these readers, and I'm not saying who. So if it triggers you, then I'm talking about you, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like the nun says the same thing. If I'm saying something that's bothering you, then it must be about you. Otherwise, if I didn't say your name, then, So it makes it very tricky for people to comment and to make a cocky comment anyway about something you said if you never mentioned anybody specifically, right? I see a lot of them keep putting blame and focus on the opposite end, the opposition. I don't hear any of these people talking about the mistakes that they've made, things they've overcome, lessons they've learned. This is why we're here. Learn lessons, clear out karma on both ends. They're not the only ones going through karma. You kidding me? Divine beings are going through karma too, but I see a lot of like finger pointing on the karmic side. We were all karmic and acting out of our karmic energy at one point, okay? And to say that you weren't, you just lying. So that's not even up for negotiation, okay? So I don't know how much tarot is going to be incorporated today, but I do want to help you guys understand some shit and share some things with you, because I feel like that's what you guys need more than just, I see like people just keep focusing on the same thing, and it's like the magic, the karmics, stealing, cheating, lying. There's so much more going on here. And I'm not taking away from anybody's channel or what they want to do. I want to try and incorporate something different on mine. That's my choice. That's what I want to do. And that's what I feel like I've been here to do. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. All right. One, I want you to understand this, Heyoka, because there aren't many Heyokas, okay? There's 100, you're the 144,000 Heyokas, okay? You're the 144,000 chosen. When you can balance your masculine, your feminine, that's your God. That's your God. God is omnipresent, masculine and feminine. When you can balance that, that's when you become in your godlike spirit. You become a peaceful warrior. You know, you want peace, but, you know, bitch, don't make me pull out the other side kind of thing, okay? The wrathful side. God works through us. There's no being. It's him working through us. So my question was, and I want to check these off as I go over them. What if there was somebody who also signed up as a contract to be the vessel that God uses to bring his vengeance to your enemy? Because, I mean, it's always says God's handling them, but how is God handling them, right? Besides energy going back, because I do feel like God created the laws of the universe, energy, all that stuff. I don't know if it's God actually doing it. I feel like he's like, I don't really want the blame for the shit that's going on. Like, I'm a God of love, right? But I work through other people to bring vengeance. For instance, if one of your karmics tried to have you killed, and the energy is now that comes back to you, and you incorporate energy, because that's what we all are, whether people want to admit it or not, then energetically they will attract somebody just like them who sets them up to be killed. And God uses that person as a vessel to bring them their vengeance. It's not like God is coming down here, okay? And maybe in Christianity they believe that Jesus Christ is risen. Jesus Christ is a spirit inside of you. It's nothing outside of you. It's a spirit inside of you. Christ conscious is being awakened to the truth of the power of who you are, Heyoka. Jesus Christ, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, was a Heyoka empath, and he was very much awakened. And the more that he tried to awaken other people to this, not reading just God's word from the Bible, but awakening them, of course they left out all the truth, right? It's like we're finding out that most of history is like, it's mixed up, okay? We don't really know everything, right? And that's why you have to ask the universe, ask your guides, ask your ancestors to bring you what you need to know. Don't go digging for shit and driving yourself crazy down that rabbit hole, Alice. So, Yeshua was an awakened empath, and he was awakening people, and this is why he had so much flack from the dark side, okay? He was a healer. He was exactly you, Heyoka Empath. Okay. That's why I say he is my brother. He is not my God. He is my brother. He is a son of God, not the son of God. And actually, they changed that in the King James Version. Somebody had said on a video that came across my timeline the other day that he doesn't say, I am the son of God. I am a son of God. But, you know, it's dangerous when you go into books for your information, because who wrote these books? Who published them? Whose hands did they come from? And what did they change? Okay? Because every version of even other books that I've read in my life have been different in some way, shape, or form. If it was written by different types of people, it's just altered. It's what people do. They put their own spin on it. It's just like when you hear someone sing a song and then somebody remakes the song and they put their own and they go in and out, and they even add their own words to it. You know, when they copy a song and they cover it, it's different. This is what happened too with a lot of these Bibles that came out. So be careful with that shit, okay? So yeah, I feel like God also uses someone else signed up for a contract to be the vengeance for you're Judas, okay? Everybody has a contract on this planet. Everybody signed up to come back here this lifetime and do exactly what it is they're doing right now. Some people's contract, it was to lose their life. Maybe so someone else could be redeemed, okay? Some people's was to be an addict. Some was to commit suicide. Because this is an experience that we're having here, you know? I know that I came here to go through a hell of a lot of shit in my life so that I can heal from the hell of a lot of shit. So somebody had left a comment for me also saying, how do I know, can you do one on career, life, purpose? This is what I can say to this. What was the thing that broke you in your awakening? What was the part of your awakening that made you wake up, realize who you were, that you were being betrayed, the lies of the world, the deceit and all this other shit? What was the situation? For some of us, it was multiple. For instance, mine was, I feel like, because of what I went through with narcissistic men, is to help women and children who are in narcissistic relationships and abusive marriages, and to start either a fundraiser or just an organization that takes them out of these toxic homes. Also, because of my battle with drug addiction, I feel that my purpose is to help people heal from drug addiction or just help them get through things. What is this thing that you're going through that has molded you and changed you to want to be a better person? That, I believe, that's my own personal belief, is part of your purpose and what career you should go towards. Okay, for whoever that was, because I'm sorry that I forgot. There was a lot of comments in a short amount of time. I was wrong in thinking everyone is as strong as me going through this. I said this yesterday to my boyfriend. I said, I think when we're separated like this, because we're being separated and isolated, not because someone's just doing isolation spells. We can't keep blaming all this on magic. There's atmospheric changes going on, planetary alignments, ascension symptoms. Not everybody's pulling on somebody's energy. We want to blame everything on everybody else and say that somebody's doing a spell and this must be this, okay? We're eating things that are affecting our body. The electronics I told you from being inside too long is going to affect your heart. It's going to affect your eyesight. It's going to affect your pains in your body. This is real. So I don't want to just keep blaming everything on everybody else, on these karmics. They did their job. They woke you up. I really kind of want to move on unless there's some really important message that comes through. I don't want to just keep focusing on them and their karma, and because we're all going through karma. All right. Your body's going to go through, you're going to go through headaches, battles with depression. You're going to go through battles with chronic fatigue, aches, pains, but you're getting upgraded. If you allow it, you're getting upgraded. Smoking, it opens your body up to just spirits around you. It doesn't even have to be magic. So I don't want to keep blaming that. We're isolated because the universe wants us to heal before we can do anything. Because like I said, there's too many unhealed people trying to help people, and then they wind up just making people worse. Let me write you a script. And now you're, not only are you still unhealed, but bitch, you an addict now too. So we don't need that shit. We need people who can heal without medication. And that is us Heyokas. Period. That's not even my own humble opinion. That just is a fact. Somebody wants to get you alone. All right, we'll get into that. So I didn't realize until I experienced a couple things over the weekend that somebody else went through. Indirectly, that not everybody's as strong as you going through what you're going through these times right now, but they're hiding it because people hide what they're going through very well. I was wrong in thinking that everybody was as strong as I am, and this is why those of us, some of us, God made stronger than others. And it's not to say someone's better than anyone else, but we all need somebody who's stronger than us. Just like there's somebody who's stronger than me, who is helping me and is going to help me. And it's just the way the evolution is. What if someone else, what if someone else also had a contract to be the vessel used by God to bring vengeance? So we went over that, we went over this. The Matrix is nothing but distractions to keep us from getting where we need to be and where we should be. That's it. Cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, porn, drug dealers, getting locked up. It's just everything. If we were awakened from the rip, If we were raised and we had awakened parents, just imagine where your life would be right now. But it's not even their fault because they were unawakened too. It's almost like you can't really even put the blame anywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why I want to steer you guys into a direction of understanding this instead of pointing fingers at everybody and making it seem like we are blame free and everything. Okay. And some of you may not like this, right? At the Truman Show, I watched The Truman Show. Every person was strategically placed in his life to keep him from going on the route he wanted to go through and breaking free, down to like every day the same cars passing by. And he caught on to this. He woke up and he started realizing that nobody in his life was there for him, that they were all there just to distract him because he wanted to go to Fiji. And then it was like all these crazy distractions in his way. He had to actually go last minute. And then when he started wanting to do things last minute, not according to the schedule everybody else had him on, people started freaking out. I'm telling you, the truth is in the movies. Don't watch the news. That is the movies to me, okay? Bulimia. I said in a video a while back that I was bulimic. I wasn't even overweight. I was the thinnest one of my cousins. And it was a deeper thing than that, my parents weren't they weren't equipped to handle. A lot of our parents weren't equipped to handle the problems that we had. A lot of it is spiritual. That's why they kept spiritual things from us. And because Christianity, all they do is judge. And why that Christianity has not helped many, not myself anyway. I'm sorry, I don't want to speak for other people. It hasn't helped myself in any of these addictions that I've had. Spirituality, sound frequencies, and meditation did, and positive thinking, and retraining my brain and reprogramming it. Okay, but it's the only thing I thought I had control over. So I'm thinking, like, why was I bulimic? I didn't really feel like I had a lot of control over my life then, and I was about 14, probably like 14 to 18. I was bulimic, and I used to do this with my cousin. She actually introduced me to it, but I can't even blame her because it was my free will as a human being to do it as well. So, and I was threatened with punishment instead of getting down to the real reason, like, well, what's going on in school? Or, maybe it was because my mother and my relationship was so tumultuous that it was a way to get attention, but this wasn't acknowledged back then. So I just got punished. I got punished for being sick. Okay, so you see how this goes? And this is just like, these are some toxic patterns that keep going on and on, okay? Fish oil capsules. I'm going to be all over the place, you guys. Fish oil capsules. I seen them for $16 in Acme yesterday. I honestly wanted to take. It wasn't even his fault. The worker at Acme and just put my hands around his neck. I ain't even going to lie, but it wasn't even his fault. But he was stocking them, and I was like, ease up, T, right? Go to the dollar store and get these things. But I get a spray bottle, a mist bottle, and I cut them open. I poke a hole in them, and I squeeze them into purified water in a spray bottle and use that as a facial mist to set makeup or even just to spray my face naturally throughout the day. What makes someone not want to be who they are, right? What makes somebody want to be somebody else? Because we have these copycats who were trying to be like divine feminine more so than divine masculine. It's more so like a female thing. But you guys have experienced this too. What makes somebody not want to be themselves? How deep does this shit go? Why aren't we as human beings okay? Why do we? Because the matrix is this. You go on Instagram and you see these fake asses and fake titties, and I'm not knocking anybody who got any work done, but I'm saying is you don't even know who you are at the end of the day. I feel like God is upset, okay? Like, I made you the way I made you for a reason. If I wanted just all to look like each other, I would have done that, But cutting yourselves open and, I don't know. I don't want to go too far with that because I don't want to sound judgmental. I just find it sad that somebody would want to look like somebody else on social media and not be like yourself, okay? You are a product of your own environment, whether you realize this or not. If you're around parents, grandparents, anyone, work environment, and the environment isn't giving off the kind of energy that you are, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And this is why we wind up conforming to an environment that isn't conducive to the path that we're supposed to be on, because we don't really know what to do. We don't have any guidance. We didn't have any spiritual guidance our whole life. Religion damn sure wasn't a guiding system as far as I'm concerned. It was more of a punishment and strict doctrine. I don't know many people who have gotten guidance from religion, but I'm sure that there's going to be people who say that they were, and I have to just assume that you're, telling me the truth, because why would you lie, right? But you're a product of your own environment. If you have parents that just think that, you're supposed to be in lack, and they don't want to be happy, and they're miserable, and they want to see the negative side of shit, and then that's how you're going to be. Because, my boyfriend, I'm saying, like, was a product of that. And he's just different now. He's just, the way he looks at life is different. He doesn't freak out over every little thing. And he doesn't have this, like, doomsday attitude and shit. Like, he understands a lot. And that your attitude is what your life will be. If you think that everything and everybody's bad and there's no good in this world, well, then that's the kind of energy you're going to put out, and that's what you're going to attract, people who are no good and who are down as well. It's that misery loves company. We don't want misery for company. We're finished with that. Finite. I keep saying it. We're done. Let's be appreciative for the inventors of all the products that we use and shit. I think we forget about this, right? Like, when I say thank you throughout the day, I'm like, damn, like, somebody invented this? Like, how would I even be able to use this thing that I need without somebody inventing this? We're all creators. This is why I told you they attack your mind, because our minds are so powerful. We're so creative without these prescription medications, without cigarette, without nicotine, without vape juice, which is filled with lead and poisons and shit, and without drugs, without toxic people in our lives. We imagine all the things we could have created by now, because I'm very creative, right? And nobody can take that from me as well. But that's why they attack your mind, and it's just like, because we could have invented some pretty great things. How can people say they believe in God yet they're afraid of this flu? Okay. You're kind of half-assed, I feel like, at that point, all right? And this may be my own humble opinion as well. We're at 22 minutes, 22 seconds already. Shit. But I personally feel like, how can you say you believe and have faith, but yet you're afraid of something you can't see? It just so happens conveniently it's happening during, like, the flu seasons. I've had pneumonia. Okay, seems to have the same characteristics as that. Give yourself a chance to just heal from it naturally if you feel like you have something, and build up your natural immunity that they didn't tell you had. All right, we all have natural immunity. There's 2 million people, over 2 million people who've had it, recovered from it, and have natural immunity to this shit, and they refuse. You see what I'm saying? They refuse it. I think you all should make a video saying that you do not consent. That's my own personal opinion, because they're really, really trying to take your rights from you, okay? And it's up to us. There's nobody coming down to save us. Do you get that? God gave us all the tools for us to manifest our way out of the situation, which is your heart and your mind, okay? He gave you your heart. You have to clean your heart out. You can't have anger and hatred and envy in your heart. And think negative thoughts. You're going to create that situation. He's very clever, right? No one's coming down to just bring poof miracles and shit. You have to change shit. That's that faith without works is dead shit. It has nothing to do with reading scripture and following the Bible. It means changing your heart, because there's a lot of people who read that shit who are cold. They're cold-hearted, but they read scripture, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, I can read it too, and then tell you to go yourself. It's just, I don't know. All of the emissions, all of the shit that's in the air from, like, planes, trains, automobiles, Roman Haas buildings, like those plants and shit that give off all of this toxic chemicals in the air. don't you think that if you didn't have a very strong immune system, don't you think God would have given you, on top of all of these amazing manifesting tools that he gave you, that he would have given you the ability to fight off disease naturally? We're breathing this shit in all day, every day in the air. I can't even remember the last time I was sick, to tell you the truth. So, with that being said, it's like, you could get anything from anything. There's so many different things floating around, but when they put a label on something and they program this in the media, and it's everywhere that you see, right? And they put this fear into you. Because like I said, I was watching Ghost Adventures the one day, and specifically this dude, Zach, is like, I want Aaron to go into there because his fear, he's the one that's afraid of these things the most, brings out these demons in there, right? It's the same thing for these dark beings running this planet. They feed off of your fear, which is why it makes them stronger. It makes their energy stronger. And then this is why we've been losing for so long. Love, though. You go in there and tell one of those demons you love them, they're out. They can't stand it. They don't want to be loved, right? They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be loved. They're just fine with being who they are. And that's cool. I've actually come cool with my dark and my light, you know? I mean, I even bought a tarot deck. I got a tarot deck for Christmas, Demon Tarot, and I'm going to be incorporating that because I'm understanding that we have guards of the heavens and guards of the underworld, and this is just the way it is. This is how the Creator created it, and who are we to sit there and say whether something is good or bad? You need both. I had a dream about somebody last night, that one of those guys, one of those friends of mine, I told you, that passed away, and everybody was coming over my house, like, I guess to hang out, and this was exactly the situation, though, and you guys may resonate with this. Everybody knew that this person was no good. He was a bully. He insulted people in front of other people. Because he was insecure. He was like a hurt child. He had problems with his mother. I think his mother may have killed herself or something like that, and just a lot of shit. And I think his father like beat him. So, you know, instead of healing, they take this shit out on other people. He was a bully. You know, he's one of the Pisces. He's not here no more. But he was coming over to my house, and everybody there knew him. And he was just that brat. I could see him as a child being one, like, if you said don't do that, he's the one that don't touch that. He's the one that touches shit. Like, but he was like this as an adult, and that's the problem. There's a lot of these guys and women who are like this as adults, and frankly, like, we just don't need your asses. You toxic, unhealed. If you don't want to heal, then you're going to have a very difficult time here on earth. I'm just saying that. But he was intimidating. Right? I don't know why. He was an asshole, right? He was an asshole. He went inside my bathroom and clogged my toilet on purpose. And like, and everybody, like, I yelled, I confronted him, because that's the kind of person I am. I'll confront you. I don't care if you're a bully or not. You don't come at me like that. You know, there's a lot of guys who have learned the hard way about this with me. Okay. One too many. Okay. You guys need to go heal yourselves, because you come across more bitches like me and you're going to have a hard time digging yourself. Okay. So I confronted him and kicked him out. Like, nobody said a word while I was confronting him, though. Like, nobody said, why did you do that? Like, she invited you over. But as soon as he left, it was right. And there were guys there, though, with me, hanging out with guys. Guys became women. And women, unfortunately, we had to be more like a man to protect ourselves from these guys. So you're a woman with your guy friends. When it comes to the woman you're supposed to take care of and protect, you want to be a man? That's not what a man does, punks. Sit the fuck down. That's the first F word I've used in this whole video. I'm very proud of myself. I'm trying, all right? Let's see what kind of message. That's what I got for you guys. You know, I did a lot of resting and sleeping and shit. So you guys may be tired. Don't think that somebody's attacking you. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening energetically, and I want to let you guys know that there's more than one option. It's not just spell work, and that we are all at fault too. It's not just the karmics. We were all karmic at one point. Okay, when you're divine, you want to give back. You do for the greater good now. Look up and Google the word divine. All right, it's not what a lot of these people are pulling on in some of these readings. Okay. You can't have a positive as fuck life with a negative as fuck mind. In order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. Okay, so I don't know who that's for. I mean, I know that that was for me. We're all learning. We are all progressing. We're all healing. There's that karmic father coming out again, all right? So I have a feeling that we are supposed to wind up healing and really going back and healing, helping our family heal. Okay, Archangel Michael, please protect me and those listening with your light while I give this message. And allow me to receive this message as clear and concise as I possibly can. Thank you so much. So I hope that you guys had a great holiday. I can't believe we're already at 30 minutes. I didn't even, like I said, I'm not really sure. I want to just, I may just incorporate the cards with my healing. All right. I want to help you guys get through this situation, not to be stuck on a situation where you're constantly mad at somebody and you can't get out of this vicious cycle. I don't, we need to take accountability for us. And I don't hear a lot of other people, I'm just going to say on here, talking about the mistakes they made or anything that they've learned from this situation. It's constantly talking about the other side, like they weren't at fault. And that is not God. I'm sorry. And if any of you are trying to cause separation and divide, if you're not trying to bring people together, you are in fact going against God's plan, whether you realize it or not. It's not for me to say any more than that. Okay. So it's up to him. What's up with this karmic father, please? King of Pentacles. So this could be an earth sign. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo father for some of you. Jethro Tull is on right now. So I don't know if some of your fathers may have liked Jethro Tull. Somebody may have lung cancer. Somebody could be crying as well. For some of you, some of your fathers, I don't know if you have fathers that are addicts on some pretty heavy shit. Depends on your age and where you're at right now. Somebody crying. Somebody's crying. What's up with this King of Pentacles, please? They could have water in their lungs. I really feel like there could be there's a father who was diagnosed with like water in their lungs or something wrong with their lungs if they smoke. It could be a Scorpio. Heavy earth here though. This could also be okay, thank you, Spirit Guides. I see what this is. The King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. There's a tower happening in some of your father's lives, or this could be the father of your children. Because of greed with money. This keeps coming up again. This keeps coming up. This could have something to do with the water sign because the Queen of Cups is at the bottom here. Or this could be the girlfriend or mother or your stepmother, like I said. This is a pretty heavy message that obviously needs to come out. So I have a feeling that until we have compassion, even though some of you, your fathers hurt you to the point where I wouldn't even be able to understand, okay? We all have different situations with karmic parents right now. But I do feel like we are the ones like God. Like if God forgave us for a lot of the shit that we did, okay, and gave us a pass, how could we not then in turn, how can we say that we are in our godlike self and not give other people a pass? I understand the anger. I understand being pissed off and not wanting to speak to them ever again. Something could have happened in December, or your father's birthday could be in December. Somebody could be in a lot of pain. I'm sorry if some of your fathers are on their deathbed. I am picking that up too. Like your fathers are dying from some kind of sickness. I feel like it's like they can't breathe right. And stuffy nose. I don't know if they got the flu, okay? But yeah, it looks like the need for material things here is they may be losing it, which is what this tower is. Queen of Wands. So you could either be dealing with it. Your mother could be a fire sign, or your father's wife, girlfriend, or this is a karmic female that's causing this tower in this father's life. What's up with this Queen of Wands, please? Why is this Queen of Wands here, please? You could have a karmic Scorpio mother. Oh, damn. 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Holy shit. So there's some kind of lies that came out. There's like... Somebody just feels completely defeated. This could be a father where they focus so much on money and material things their whole life that that the universe or karma is actually creating a tower moment of taking all of the material things away for them to learn this lesson. This could be a dark night of the soul going. Your fathers could be going through the dark night of the soul. What's this 7 of Swords here? What's this 7 of Swords for, please? What's this 7 of Swords? Yeah, somebody's like... 2 of Wands. I feel like somebody realizes they're... They can't even make plans to move on. If your father feels like there's a woman in his life that just only wanted him for material things... and he feels like I gave everything to you and I have nothing for myself. This is almost like, I don't even know where to start from here. Like, I feel like everything had to be demolished with this tower moment here. I feel like somebody's life had to literally come crumbling down in order for them to understand where they were lacking possibly empathy for you, for your children. And they're not sleeping. It's stressing them out. I feel like they don't see any end in sight in whatever this is that they're going through, unfortunately. I feel bad. I'm going to get an oracle card. I do feel bad. I feel bad for my own father now. I had to go through a lot of phases, you guys. I don't know what phase you're in. That's why it's not my business to tell you how you're supposed to feel. It's not nobody's business on here to tell you anything, really, because we're all on different levels of our ascension and different levels of healing. So I've seen videos where they're like, stop going back to the past, and it's like, you know, the past is what you're healing from. So at some point you're going to have to experience it to realize how far you've come. Okay. I see some people saying, don't worry what's happening to them, the people who betrayed you. Well, this is going to be your testimony. And a lot of your testimonies are going to be in the books and movies and stuff. And if you don't know, right, if you don't ask what's going on, then what do you just leave the end of the book? It's like Revelation, right? Did God just stop speaking all of a sudden? Like, figure this shit out for yourselves, guys, right? That's why I'm very apprehensive when it comes to that book, okay? Because I don't feel like God would just let people hanging like that. Like, figure it out yourselves, okay? There's something left out. There's something shady about that. They didn't want us to know. Want to keep us in limbo. What's up with this karmic father? I guess here we are with this again, right? But this is obviously a pretty heavy subject especially for females who feel like their fathers weren't there, like the main protector in your life. You felt like, you know, you didn't have a lot of loving energy from this father. I'm feeling like it was just militant, cold, and lesson learning type of father, because that is all that they got. That is probably all that they got from their parents, and you can't really blame them. This is, I don't really feel like a lot of these fathers wanted to be this way. A lot of them weren't even ready to have you, okay? A lot of these fathers were trapped by your mother and getting pregnant, and they weren't really ready, you know? Look, yeah, it's like climbing uphill. Passion for a journey of self-empowerment. Escapism and a false sense of heroism. So your father could have been the kind of father that thinks that the only reason that you are where you are is because of them, right? But if you've been separated from this father for a long period of time and they haven't been there to help you and you are in a better place now, it's kind of like your actions are speaking louder than your words with this father. You have to allow... We're not going to spend our whole lives trying to heal one person. If you feel like somebody's just not getting it, you have to leave it into a higher power's hands, and that's just it, because you will wind up putting yourself at a standstill trying to heal or fix things. I had to not care anymore, and assuming that if he was supposed to be back in my life, or my mother or my family for that matter, they would be. And this is all I could do is work on myself. Okay? That's it. I can't worry about what other people, because they're very judgmental as well. unfairly, but that's, you have to just leave it at some point and be like, look, I got to work on myself. That way you can't sit there and say that every good thing that's happened in my life came from you. There's like a Napoleon complex I'm picking up on some of your fathers. It's like, well, if you didn't have this and you didn't have me. Yeah, right. Thank you. Like, you clothed me, you fed me, and you created. Yeah, look, there's some secrets here. Your father could be a Pisces, but like, where were you lovingly? Where were you when I had my self-worth, when I was choosing these guys in my life? Why did I choose guys? Why if we only choose and we allow the love we think we deserve, was I allowing these guys in my life only for you to pick them apart? Right? But then when you were around them, you kind of were buddy and friendly with them. You know what I mean? But you didn't really like them for me, but you didn't protect me either. And it was kind of like, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. A lot of us went through the same shit, man. Very similar shit. Some worse and some not as bad, but either way, it leaves a mark on you, especially if you're a woman and you feel like your father abandoned you, or just, didn't. Yeah, look at this. Abandoned you. You feel like your father abandoned you. Like, they just don't care. And for some of you, they just didn't. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit, okay? For some of you, your mother triangulated you with your father. And she used your father against you to gain power for herself, okay? A lot of you, your father didn't have a backbone to stand up to your mother, and you had problems. Look, karmic. You could have a karmic mother as well. Some of us were blessed to have both karmic parents, narcissistic parents. I told my boyfriend the other day, I don't really feel like my dad was a narcissist, but I think he became a product of the environment with my mom. She was very good at manipulating and making it seem like... what would you have done without me? Where would your life have been? Okay. The savior. Look, the hero. The false sense. Hero. Heroine. Okay. Some of your fathers are actually on heroin, and that's a secret that's coming out with the moon card. I'm sorry. And that's why they're broke. And that's why they're homeless. I got to say what I see. It's not for all of you. Okay. But it was almost like your father's realizing now, like, this person didn't do anything for me. All they did was take from me. I'm depleted. I'm defeated. And my child is gone. I'm no angel. I'm no stranger to the dark, all right? So you guys are realizing you need that dark side. You need this moon side of yourself to get through this world, especially where we're at right now. We're at 40 minutes already. Shit. Yeah, I feel like you're, what is this? What is this here for, please? What is this Page of Pentacles here for? There's some kind of financial opportunity. I feel like some of your fathers left you out in the cold for money. Yeah. And I think that this is exactly what I'm seeing. This material shit came first, right? Your father left you out in the cold for financial opportunity, whether this was work or something that had to do with money, right? And you always felt like you were breadcrumb, like there was no equal give and take. Like, maybe you felt like this could be breadcrumb with money. This could be breadcrumbs just with attention that you deserved, or just talking as a father, like, what's going on with you? Tell me what's going on in your life. Like, love, like showing some kind of affection, like you gave more love than you received, period. And you had to walk away from this father. In order to see how amazing you are, you have to walk away from people, places, and things that are bringing you down, period. It's a huge part of your ascension, okay? Now, I think this person now is realizing, though, that you were so loyal. This came up before in a reading, that this person's realizing that every time they needed you, you were there. And there was something that happened here, though, because I feel like, okay. Some of you, your father's a Leo. It's either a Leo or Pisces. I have heavy here. For some of your fathers, they feel backstabbed and betrayed by a Leo. Or maybe so maybe you guys just exposed some shit like this. Maybe you had a conversation with your dad and you told him how you felt, like you exposed some shit. You're like, look, this is how I feel. You brought light to a situation, okay? They may not have been ready to accept. Maybe that they betrayed you. Maybe the whole time they were the kind of father that feels like, oh my gosh, you told me that I'm not a perfect father, right? You stopped, my gaslighting's not working with you anymore. You don't see me as the end-all be-all, the king in your life, right? Because you actually see through me and you see that I have problems too and that I'm unhealed as well. And that made them feel betrayed. So if this is where they're still, it's like I said, everybody's at different levels of healing. Don't focus on healing one person too long, because it will keep you stuck, I promise. King of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign. There's also a Leo that feels backstabbed and betrayed by a water sign here. This could be somebody that you used to date too. This could be the father of your children. Yeah. I feel like maybe you were going back and forth on who you wanted to be with for some of you, between a water sign and a fire sign. And I feel like for some of you, you chose the water sign. Oh, well, there's an air sign. Or maybe you realized that one of these people were cold. Maybe you're just realizing that you got caught up in your whole life with guys that came off like they loved you, okay? And this is like the kind of shit with your dad. He was supposed to love you, be a King of Cups to you, but you didn't get that. Instead, you got this King of Swords, motherfucker, okay? You got this King of Swords type of father. Cold, just militant, like, my way or the highway kind of shit. You feel me, guys? And I think that you guys were walking away from this. You're like, look, yeah, I'm disappointed. Every time I think I'm going to get some kind of warmth from you, I walk away like this. And I don't want to walk away like that anymore, because I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of being like this. I'm tired of feeling like the man in my life who was supposed to be my dad, the man in my life, like you see in these movies and shit where these women are getting married and it's like, Dad, walk me down the aisle. And they make you feel like, what's wrong with me? But there's a lot of people who had fathers like this. These movies will make you think something that's untrue. It's a facade, It's a fugazi. It doesn't exist. But I don't know. I just feel like you guys are going through a really tough time with the father energy right now. It's part of the dark night of the soul, and I'm telling you guys, it will get easier. I promise you this, all right? I'm going to end this soon because we're already at like almost 50 minutes. I don't usually do them this long, but I am glad to be a part of you guys' journey and help you guys, man, because I'm just realizing I was always a positive force of energy, and always seen the lighter side of things, and I always brought laughter to a situation, and people really took that for granted. They made me seem like I was the one that was needy and shit. Solar plexus. Some of you are working on your solar plexus chakra, or maybe you need to clear that out. Hope. This is a lot of light, though. What I'm looking at is just like you were the light in a lot of people's lives. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You guys were the light in a lot of people's lives. You gave people hope and faith. I don't think they realize this. You may be doing this now. You may be giving people hope and faith right now. And people are very hopeless right now across the planet. They need people like us. They're starting to realize how grateful they are for you. For some of you, a Gemini and a Leo were trying to set you up. A Gemini and a Leo. This could be past, present, future. You know where you fit with this, okay? That was exposed. They're spying on you. A Gemini and a Leo, I feel like. You know where you fit, right, with the signs for this. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this, please? Grandmother. What's up with the grandmother? Your grandmother, if your grandmother's passed on, I had a Gemini for a grandmother, and I feel like this could also mean that your grandmother who passed on, if they're a Gemini or a Leo, they've seen it. If someone tried to set you up, a grandmother saw it, stole your stimulus check. So for some of you, it was a Gemini and a Leo that stole your stimulus check. I hope it wasn't your grandmother, you guys, but shit, we're experiencing all kinds of different shit, right? Shit. You see, like, the little old lady on the motorized cart and shit from, like, Dumb and Dumber, right? Nothing surprises me, but I feel like your grandmother passed. If you have a grandmother that passed on, she's saying, like, I got you, and I seen everything. We all seen everything, and nothing's going unnoticed. I had people steal my stimulus checks, too. Yep. Somebody working together. It may have been multiple people. If these people are already crooks and criminals and shit, it may have been multiple people who took your stimulus check. Yeah, look, 7 of Swords. They stole your stimulus check. Yep. The people I was living with, they changed the locks. They took my checks inside out of the mailbox. The good thing is for me, I talked to the IRS and the police, and I explained the whole situation and showed them that I have an account with USPS, and it shows that it came to that house, so they can't deny it. You know, I even went to the house. They have a camera outside the door and told them that's why I came. They didn't answer the door, but the dog was inside barking and shit. You done, bruh. You finished. Like I said, they never thought. Look, death. They never thought that I was going to start a YouTube channel to expose this shit. I'm telling you guys, if you had people steal from you, if you think people are stalking you, spying on you, gang stalking you, setting you up to be killed, start a channel, even if it's one video, and say it and document it. What are they going to do at that point? I promise you they're going to back off, because they know that every time they come for you, you're going to expose it. Even if you don't put your face on video, make it your voice. And make a black screen, but start talking and exposing this shit so that if, God forbid, if something happens to you, they know where to go. All right. I love you guys. I may be back later. I may not. I'm not sure, but I hope you guys had a great holiday. And I'm going to meditate a little bit and just chill. I've been real tired because of the energy. You know, it's like seasons changing and stuff like that. And don't just think it's always magic, and don't always blame the karmics for all kinds of shit. And be careful getting caught in that trap with other people, on only focusing on the constant betrayal and not healing from it moving forward. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.